Uh-oh, I put you on. I didn't put a count on. I'm sorry. We are
Okay,
on. We are
you're live.
live.
You're live.
Sorry, I did straight.
We are live. Yeah, happy Sunday, everybody. And I will also tell our viewers happy new month because this is the first Sunday of August. So, guys, what are you guys waiting for? Because it's a new month again. This is the 8th month. Stop sitting down and watching and saying, I'm waiting for the perfect time and the right time. Now is the perfect time. So, I will introduce myself and my co-host, then we go from there. And the other people will join us at the okay. My name is Juliet.
I don't know if it's my internet.
It's her internet or my.
Business owner and a mompreneur. You said?
Okay, continue. I
You
think
can't hear me?
your internet was okay. You're good now.
You're good now.
Okay. I'm a stay-home mom, a proud digital business owner, and a mompreneur. I'm your host this presenter to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Coach Dismas to introduce himself.
Fantastic, fantastic. Happy Sunday, everybody. Bright Sunday, wherever you are. And bright month also, wherever you are. And I'm excited to be here. Thank you for hosting us. And we are so happy and grateful to be here to discuss this wonderful, wonderful topic. I know we're going to have some wonderful time in this topic. And at this time, I want to say my name's Dismas Digger, and my friends call me DC. Literally, I am a family man, and I also reside in Atlanta, Georgia. And I also do this wonderful trucking business, so I'm always on the road. So I always refer myself as a road warrior. And I am also a wonderfully entrepreneur as in this wonderful business of ours, online marketing. So I say I am a business owner in this wonderful business that we are always talking about. And with that being said, I will pass it back to our wonderful hosts to tell us what else to do. Thank you,
Thank,
hosts. Back to you.
thank you, thank you, Coach, for introducing yourself as a road warrior. So anybody can do this business, even if you are a road warrior. So thank you guys for listening to us. So I'm going to call on Miss Beatrice to introduce herself. Take it
Thank
up,
you.
Miss Beatrice.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Beatrice Onkware. I'm a nurse practitioner by profession, streaming live from Atlanta, Georgia, and a proud mompreneur. I'm so excited to be here today. I was not to be, but an opportunity came about, and I called DC, and here I am. So I'm ready for this topic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Beatrice, for that. Yeah, I'm just about to get in, so I will call on Miss Makela to introduce herself.
All right. Thank you so much, Juliet. My name is McKenna. I am a Kenyan living here in Nebraska, USA, a mom of three. I am a pastor, and I bless the Lord for this opportunity to be an entrepreneur. It's another mission that God has given me. I'm so proud of it, and yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Wow.
Okay. I'm about to get in and sit down so I'll be comfortable. Because I'm
The
not
business
comfortable
that is on
where
the
I am.
move. The
Yeah.
business that is always on the move.
Yeah, that is
That's
that is
the
why we
beautiful
that's why
thing
we say
about
we
the
can
business.
that is why we say we can do it anywhere we are.
Uh-huh. Wow. I love it.
Business.
So all you need is
So right
Wi-Fi.
now I'm going to go
Uh,
to the other platform to start. I'm going to take this up.
No problem. So, our viewers, thank you so much for being with us every day. On Sundays, we tune in at 2.
Yeah. So great now. You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So today's topic is the journey and the lesson learned. So you see, right now we are going to go into the question, and this topic is telling us about what we learn in our lesson. Like right now, we are in online digital business. We have a lot. We have learned a lot here. Like before, we used to go to the left side more than the right side. But right now, since we have been here, we have learned a lot about our mindset. We have learned a lot about what to do, how to post, how to do our online stuff. So we do it properly instead of doing it the way we like. So we follow the action that is there. So I'm going to call on Mr. Dismas to open the floor for us. The first question is, what was the turning point that made you say, I need to build something of my own? This invites story and telling us other connection emotionally. So you give us that turning point, the time you decided that I have to turn from this, my plan A, to start looking for side hustle so that it will be able for me to do what I really want in life.
awesome, awesome. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful question. What was my turning point? There's several things that were my turning points. There's the aha moments that I had to come to. The first aha moment for me was, when I was growing up and I was younger, I used to think 50, when somebody hits 50, they're old. So I realized my aha moment, I was now over 50. And I said, I used to think this is what it was old. And I realized God had blessed me with a body that I wasn't feeling like I was 50. And so my aha moment came when I started looking and I said, what is retirement looking like? I gotta see where the retirement is going. And I realized, oh my goodness, even though I worked so hard in plan A, there was not enough money. It seemed like there's more month than the money. So I said, that was my first aha moment. If I don't do nothing else different, then it will seem like I'll be stuck up doing this that I've been doing for a very long time. And I said, that don't seem like the plan I want to have. That was my aha number one moment. The other aha moment is that I have a young daughter who in the beginning, she wasn't asking much of my presence, even though I knew by the back of my mind I need to be present. I thought, you know what, as a dad, I have to provide. And now she's almost assuming that, hey, you need to find a way to be here more. So every time I'm leaving to go to this plan A, that is putting the food on the table, she's always asking me, when are you coming home, Daddy? So that question started ringing in my head, and I realized I am missing major milestones of this girl that I will never recover. So I said, something different has to happen. So that was my aha moment number two, that I realized, you know what? I need to do something about it. The other one is another aha moment for me. I kept thinking, and I said, I have no desire of going back to Africa. And the reason why I don't have desire of going back to Africa is my head is a numbers head. Numbers. I've always thought, now, if I fly out Every day that I'm not doing, the wheels are not rolling here. How much am I spending? I say, what is really the value of me going if I'm going to spend all this money and I'm not recovering it? And I'll be like, I justify it by saying, I would rather send my people out there the money that I would have used. And I realized, you know what? How about I find something that I can still go to Africa and justify in my head the numbers, I'll still be making sense, because I'll still be making the money while I'm there. So I realized all these aha moments, there's more aha moments for me that I've compiled, and I said I have to do something different. If nothing changes, nothing will change. So I've given you at least 3 of my major aha moments that when I saw I got to that point, the crossroads of my life, I said I have to find something different. And I'm so happy I got to that point, because I know there's a whole lot of people who are like me, but do not know that we have a vehicle like we got that can really meet and make a difference in their life. Not only can you still do it as a part-time while you're doing your your full-time gig until you get your transition that literally pays you real good, that you can know your future is secured, and also all you need is your phone that has internet and you can do it anywhere. So with that, I want to give it back to you, wonderful host.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everybody is at the same point with you, because right now, that is what I'm thinking. Like when my mom died, I was supposed to go, but I look at it, you know how much to go to Africa from our own place is very expensive, close to $3,000. I say, oh, instead of me to go to Africa with $3,000, if I send them that money, it's enough for them to do the burial. That's it. Because I was looking at it, that money is big. And if that money gets to Africa, you know how much it is. So it's no joke. And we'll talk about our kids. They are our number one. They are our world. If we are not struggling for them, so what are we doing? Nothing. That is why the Bible says we should leave inheritance for our children's children. That is what is the reason we are doing this. Thank you, Coach, for that. So I'll give the floor to Miss Beatrice to shine, because I know she is waiting.
On the same topic.
Yeah.
My turning point. I think I've kind of mentioned it in the previous sessions, where I overheard a new nurse, talk about how much she was getting paid, and I realized it was $5 less than what I was making, and I had been with the company for 10 years. Yes, of course, I had gotten raises throughout the years, but the difference between my pay and her pay was $5. And I'm like, this is somebody that comes to me all the time with questions like she's new. That hit me, and I wanted change, and I knew it doesn't matter how much longer I stay here, it will be the same problems. So I needed a change, and a friend of mine introduced me to another job, but it was the same 9-to-5 job. The fact that he was paying more, I ran for it. And then while I was training on that one, another friend reached out and told me about an online business, and told me the good things about it, how he has the passive income, your side hustle and stuff like that. I'd never done anything extra the whole time, leave alone online. Online, I used to say, is for other people, not me.
Not for me.
Not for me. Not because I didn't know anything computer, but I thought anything online, not for me. It was unknown grounds for me. But then when she showed me, no, it works, no, look at my checks, so it's a legit something, come in, check it out and see for yourself. And I thank God I took the leap of faith, and here I am. Now that I look back, if I can speak to somebody out there, the 9 to 5 is good, but it's good to a point. It needs to help you move up. If it's not helping you move up, you're stuck. You're in prison just without handcuffs. You have no freedom, because you have to clock in, clock out on somebody's business. I had to wake up and realize I needed my own, whatever I can call my own. Mr. DC said, if you don't change, nothing changes. That is very true. I also looked at retirement.
Yeah.
When you wait to retire on this 9 to 5, how much are you actually going to get back on a monthly basis? You're already struggling now, and you're getting your 100% of your check.
Yeah.
What about when they give you a fraction of that? And maybe you retire, you've not finished your mortgage, you've not finished your tuition, if you went to college here and stuff like that. How are you going to pay these things with a quarter of your paycheck now? If you don't wake up and smell the coffee, nothing changes if you don't change. With that being said, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you, Miss Beatrice, for that. Yes, you heard her. The new nurse was almost getting the same paid with her, and she has been in the company for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You see that kind of a thing, you say, oh, these people, I need to go. It's like they are telling me I've overstayed my welcome. I need to look for something else. So she has to get another job that is paying her more than that. Then after that, somebody reach out to her, come and do this. It's not for me. It's for those people out there. Because that's what most of the professionals always say. It's for those people, not for me. What am I doing there? I'm not sure. I'm not going to just do anything. But if you take a look at it, that is why we say verify. Go there and verify. See what is there. Look at it properly. Think about it. Pray about it and see. Then take action. That is it. Right now, you see her. She's not looking bad. She's looking more better than that time. Yeah. So thank you for that. Yeah, and Pastor Makela.
Yeah, thank you so much. For me, I can say my turning point started in 2023. I think it was around August. Something just dropped in my spirit, and it was like, McKenna, what about your son's school fees? What about your retirement? Those two things. And I was like, I woke up from the sleep. I was like, oh, I've never thought about it. And I want to tell you, from that time, those things really pressured me a lot. And I was like, because I serve 3 churches, there's no way I could find a physical job for me to do, because I was already feeling tired. So I stayed there from August, September till December. So something was like, yeah, you have to do something. You have to do something. But as Beatrice is saying, I was so afraid of social media. I was like, not me. I can't go talk to people there. I was like, not me. Those are some of the things that I was fighting for, even with my children. You have to be careful with social media. You have to be. So for me, I was like, God, what can I do? So I fought with myself for the longest time until January. I started doing my research. I started to write in the Google, the online business to work from home. You see, when you Google, everything starts popping up. So I found this person advertising digital online. I never knew what is digital online business. But I was so curious. So that every January, I always take time to pray and fast at the beginning of the year. So I called my friend and said, I didn't want to do something on the side. And I saw this Nigeria lady talking about digital online business. You see, as Kenyans, sometimes we are like, no. We can't. And so we started praying with my friend. I said, please, just let's ask God if this thing is real. So we stayed for another 3 weeks just there. Then I texted her. I screenshot a number and a picture. So I always kept going back there. And one day I decided to text her and say, hey, tell me what is this you're talking about? I said, sis, please tell me if this is legit and real. And because all the time I could see people showing checks, and she told me it is real. She sent me a W-2 and said, look what I got in 2023. Oh my goodness. She said, register here, registered, paid the 149, the rest is history. But I want to say the purpose for me was my son is joining college next week. I was like, I was not prepared. I needed the money for that. And I'm so grateful to God because the balance from the scholarship and everything will be able to take care of that. And another thing was my retirement. I really needed not to retire with a mortgage because I came to this country. My birthday was, I celebrated my 40th birthday here. That tells you whatever I had saved, I left it back in Kenya. There's no way I could bring it here. So I was like, I'm serving, I'm paying for my pension, but still, it's not enough. It cannot take care of my needs when I retire. And God kept on saying, there's no miracle. If you have not planned for your retirement, no miracle. Yeah. No, and those ones are very strong. There is no miracle. Even if you pray, because all the time I was like, I need financial breakthrough. The third thing that really gave me a turnaround, I've already said I serve with 3 churches. Our work it drains you emotionally because my work is not about people, praying for people, talking to people. Sometimes these people, because like now I've served in this where I am for 4 years. This is my 4th year. Already these people have become part of me. As somebody who comes from Kenya, I have no other family where I am. So these people are my parents, they are my you see, they are African mentality that we have. I see them as my mothers, I see them as my sisters. When they are going through issues, it's like me going. So the work was really draining my energy, my emotions. So I wanted something. My off day is always on Friday, and I was like all the time working. It is on Friday, my off day, but still I'm carrying church with my hand, with my emotions, everything. And I needed something that would drift my mind. So this business, oh my goodness, when I started this business, everything changed for me because these days I'm able to focus on something else. Even if there's emotion, people sick, dying, what, at least I'm able to shift. I'm able to focus on me most of the time because this business is just amazing. The community, people like you, I never knew before. Right now, I talk to you. Before I used to be just quiet. After service, come, sleep, yeah, rest. But grateful to God. Yeah, that's how my life has changed.
Thank you, Pastor Makela, for that. Yes, you need to plan for your retirement. Not only your children's school. You don't want them to go to school with student loan. Then they have a lot on their mind to think of. Because if they have that a lot on their mind, they won't even remember they have parents. That's why you see this place, they say, these people don't care about their parents. I see old person working in Kroger, working in Walmart, bending down because the children don't have enough. There's no inheritance for them to take care of you. So what do you want them to do? They're struggling for their life. That is why you have to look for a side business to do, which is this online digital business will give you time, flexibility, give you money, give you everything you need. Also train your mind, also help you with your mindset. That is it. Thank you. Yeah. Number 2 question is, how has this journey stretched me? stretch you, grow me, grow you, or help you discover part of yourself I don't know, you don't know it exists, like revealing the transformation beyond just business results. Miss Beatrice, shine. You are muted, Miss Beatrice. You are muted.
Sorry. So this journey, of course, it stretches you because it has to pull you out of your comfort zone. You know, whatever you know, since I started the business, whatever I thought was true, I've discovered some of them are not true. You know, it's what was fed to me. You know, that a woman is supposed to just stay at home. That a woman should not venture out and do online business. Yes, we can. And, you know, leaving my comfort zone, my dead zone, and letting, you know, my mindset grow, especially the mindset. Because once the mindset grows, once the mindset changes, everything changes. So the stretch for me especially has been on my mind, because it has been stretched and stretched and stretched, and I it's not been stretched enough yet. I want it to be stretched even more, because I need to fix my mindset.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be changed. So for me, that's the most part, the mindset.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Beatrice, for that. Yes. This business help you stretch your mind, help you research, help you go to Google if you don't like to go, help you go get some books, inspirational book to read for you to excel, help you go to some podcasts that you don't even want to go, because when you get there, you learn new things and everything work together for your good. So, Pastor Makela.
Yeah, thank you so much. For me, I can say that I started this business 15 months ago. Can I say that I was so naive when I started this business? Because as Beatrice said, whatever I was told, I started this business without thinking that I needed to do something to work on me. And I was like, oh, God has said it is yes. Now I need to go. I started going, and I came to realize, oh my goodness, I needed to change a lot for me to fit into this business, for God to give me whatever that package. You see, God does not just give you a package. It is well prepared, set, designed. Hey, for you to just receive it is not a joke. And that means God has really pushed and stretched me a lot for me just to fit in. And first and foremost is my spiritual life. I got to know the Lord 30 years ago. And I love the word of God. I can say I am very prayerful. I pray a lot. But I have come to realize that I needed to be grateful. Maybe that is something that God has really pushed me a lot. And I like what you have talked about. You have to read the books. These days I read the books. Before I never used to read books, because there's something I want to get. These days, before I used to drive, and all the time my phone, I'm doing something else. These days I put those podcasts that are really helping my mind and my growth. When I wake up in the morning after my devotion, that is what I do. So I can say that my life has changed and transformed despite of the money, everything, the passion that I have these days to talk to people, to encourage. These days, I'm just preparing notes and putting them there, say, this is where I want to be. Today, I was preaching about joy and gratitude. And we read Psalm 136 from verse 1 to 26. It talks about the love of God endures forever. There is that repeat 22 times. Because you realize this journey is not easy. But when you learn who God is and the plan that God has for you, you can always, all the time, keep on giving thanks to God. So for me, I can say I came thinking I was good in terms of my spiritual journey, but this business has also taught me a lot in terms of believing in God, because what we are doing every day, my sisters and my brother up there, we're trying to encourage the world and saying there is something legal here. There's something legit here that you can do. I don't want to mention names, but last evening we were talking with somebody with the Dismas who has gone through a lot because of online business. And that has really stretched a lot. But for us, we're here. We thank God we found it. And therefore, for me, the stretch is good and worthy. It was painful sometimes, but it's worth it.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, that is it. Like most of us, we feel that because we are believers, we know everything. Anybody telling us something we don't agree. Even if they are correcting us, we feel that because we are believers, we don't need to take that correction. No, everybody needs correction, because the way you are thinking, not the way the other person is thinking. And if that person brings his or her own thinking and bring it to you, sit down and listen and see. Compare the both of them. You might see that that person is right, teaching you the right thing. That is why we have to read those books, listen to those podcasts, because it helps us develop our mindset. Thank you, Pastor Makela, for that. And thank you for the gratitude and joy you taught them in church today. That is a good one, because it's good for us to be grateful for everything we have, even in this business, even grateful to God for even keeping us alive to do the business and healthy. Thank you. Yeah, Coach Dismas.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I am enjoying the stories as I drive down this Atlanta traffic. I am telling you, I am loving the stories. For me, listen, I would say the online has been wonderful, wonderful stretch for me, because at least I can say I had started the personal development way back, and coming here, I came with that personal development. And literally for me has been, first of all, just to be in an environment where, I've been looking for this type of a business for a very long time. I would tell you, in my journey, I think I've done almost everything. Some people know me as the man who used to sell knives. Some would know me as the one who used to sell coffee. You know what I mean? Even you have met some people that know me, and they'll tell you, oh, that one, we know him. Huh? So to tell you to come into an environment that now I didn't even need to go chase. There's a lot of people that are my friends. They don't even know I'm doing another business, because I used to call people all the time. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So my stretch was to go from what I was so used to. When I joined the business, I was just so used to calling people and wanting them to come and join my business. To this one now, I had to now learn how to go out of my comfort zone of using the phone and calling the old school. I'll say the old school, and now to learn the new school that is all about using social media. And I will be even honest with you. I've been in this business for what, over a year, and literally I never even jumped into where the business is made of, going to social media and doing your advertisement. This is the time I'm really now going to read this stuff that is the backbone of the business. And I've known, because when I look at it, a lot of people that are successful in this business, none of them really use warm market and stuff like that. And I knew I came in, but I was still so slow into getting into the technology and all that stuff. But finally, I said, you know what? I've become a coach in this business. I really literally have to go in that direction. And just to be stretched to go out of my comfort zone and go into this advertisement and all that stuff is a new experience, and yet such a wonderful experience, because even yesterday when I was doing a three-way with McKenna's people who were coming into the business, it was amazing what I was reading. I was so intrigued to see that, wow, literally this is an attraction business where it has made it so easy for so many people's lives to be changed. I even was challenged yesterday when I was looking at this. I said, why am I not even telling a whole lot of people? I would rather tell them, say no, because I literally saw the way, the way that is, I call it playing field for a lot of people, that, especially people who can, they come from backgrounds, they think they can't sell anything. To see literally this is a platform for those people who think they can't sell, who think they can't do a business. When I look at it, how even the other day I was listening to this Cameroonian and telling her story, how she's from the village, and literally I loved it that she came on a platform over where our platform is big, and she brought all those pictures of houses made of mud. That's what she used to live in, to a point to see that 1 year now this business that she has built her mama an actual actual house, and the person you least expect really to make it in any other business that I've ever done. Coming from, she was just a CNA who was struggling. Her husband is not here. She had nothing little to say that can be successful, but to truly have a system like the one we have, that literally you don't. I mean, she's still new in the US. She hasn't even been in the US long enough. But just to show you what we have in terms of a system, and literally just take your time to learn this system, and understand that you can use social media. Like me, I've been on Facebook for the longest. I used to use Facebook maybe just to give people quotes of other people's quotes, but I never understood that I can really brand myself on that and monetize even the Facebook that I've had. So all this has been stretched for me. And really now my biggest stretch is to understand, man, I need to go on top of buildings. I'm going to be advertising like crazy, because I just know there's so many of our diaspora people, especially us from immigrants, who are struggling. And yet there's a way out, the easiest way. I like how, like, even when I was looking at the tools, what Facebook really has, how it's like it's like the way they use the missile, and it can target anybody, anywhere, and you can get them right there. You can be in front of them and you don't know them, and you can be in front of anybody you want to be anywhere in the world. I said, this is amazing, what this technology, what they got with these algorithms and all that stuff. Just that, I am really challenged to make sure that I'm going to be a crusader to so many people that I know their lives going to change when they just get this information, awareness of what we have in our hand. So that's, to me, my biggest stretch with this is now to understand, wow, I'm going to go in technology deeper, all the way deep. And I'm willing to go there because I can see how many people are going to be transformed by just understanding and learning this stuff that I need to learn, and really be an expert like my Pastor McKenna. Now she's an expert when it comes to advertisement. Maybe I'll be the one coming back to be Pastor McKenna and say, hey, Pastor McKenna, hey, teach this old dog these new tricks that you have learned along the way. So with that, I give it back to you, our wonderful hosts.
Thank you. You have said a lot, and if I want to start repeating it, I cannot repeat it. So only what I can understand in what I can say, what you just finished saying is, right now you are ready to hit the ad so that you can reach out more, because you have used word of mouth to reach out to the ones you want to reach out to. Now it's time to use the Facebook to target them and bring all of them into this movement and mission that we are taking over the world. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, now we go to the last question. We say, If someone is silently searching for more time, more purpose, more control, what would I want them to know about what's possible here, what's possible in our business? This is becoming a bridge to invite others to exploit the opportunities. It's like what Mr. Dismas just finished saying now, the last question. It's like he dabbled into the last question. So, Pastor Makela, take the floor.
What did you said for somebody who is just can you say
Somebody
that
that is looking for more. What will you invite? How will you invite the person to come into the business and have this opportunity that we are exploring?
Wow, thank you. That is really wonderful. For me, what I would say is first and foremost, everything starts with you. It starts with you in terms of like what is the reason to why you want more time? What is your why? Is it like for us, we've talked about it is about our children, it is about retirement. We have talked about all this. So what is your why? What is the reason to why you are looking for something more time? That is first number one. The second one, once you have all that, since we are talking up and saying this is a legit business, your second move is just to take that step of faith, or we call it a leap of faith, and reach out to any one of us. And as you can see, our websites are there because this is our own businesses. So you can do that. That is the second thing. And the third thing is for you now to check out the business to get to understand our system, because that is also very important for us. We have talked about social media. You might be very afraid. You need that time, but you're still afraid. You're like, I don't know what they're talking about. Do not be ignorant. The thing for you to do is just to start with you, then check out the business, pay the $149, because that will really help you to understand the business. Because there's a lot happening out there. I thank God because our business gives you two options. It gives you a time to register with your name and the email, and the second one to pay the $149 so that you can get inside. For us, we are just holding a key. We are like, hey, we have a key here. Do you want to get inside and check what is in there? Do you want to grab the key? There's no way you can grab the key when you're afraid. But if you are of your own reason, you'll be able to stretch your hand, pick the key, and get inside there. Otherwise, we are always here. We are a global community. We respect each other. We are always ready to support. And we'll be able to, since we are just like you, we'll be able to help you to walk this journey. It's an amazing journey for us. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you, Dr. Pastor Makela, for that. Now I'm adding doctor to your name. So you have more caps now. Okay. Our nurse practitioner, we're waiting for you.
Yes. Without repeating what McKenna said, what I can tell our viewers is that when you want more purpose, more control, more time, it's not only possible, it's available. Okay? I'm going to ask you not to settle down for less, and that you're not crazy when you want this freedom, when you want this purpose, when you want more control. You're not crazy for wanting freedom, for wanting fulfillment in your life. You're not crazy. That the life that you're imagining, this life that you want, it just takes a decision to start. Like McKenna is saying, it takes you, no one else, you. And we have all been there. We all prove that you can build a life that works for you, not one that drains you, one that has a future in mind for you, and not just you, for even your children, that this is a legacy you can pass to your children. and that you're closer to this than you think. You're just a decision away. That's all I can say. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Beatrice, for that. Yeah, you've just said it. You have to take the decision, you have to take action. Nobody's going to take it for you. According to our coach, he will tell you who's going to come save your family. Nobody. You are the one that will save them. So you are the one that will take the decision. If you don't take the decision, nothing is going to happen. So I call on Coach Dismas to.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. That was a wonderful, wonderful question. Really, for me, really, I want to speak, even just look. Normally, I say numbers don't lie. Because when I first got here and to see how many people were on online, and literally just to see, I've been here for a year, and I think when I came, there was maybe 150,000 people. To see now we are over 250,000 people that are on this platform. That just shows you an amazing, amazing growth. And literally what I love about this, when you look at the quality of people that have come to this platform, you know, you go, you see some people who are CNAs, and you see some people who are, even look at our quorum here right now, today. Let's just go with you. You are stay-home mom. And to see how many people are out here who want to be around their young kids, moms. Some of them are single moms who wants to be around their kids, but finances cannot allow them. So they're literally going to work for daycare, because all the money is almost just being in a daycare, and their kids being raised by strangers, but they don't, it seems like they don't have an alternative to really have a vehicle that can really change. And not just because I'm saying it, because I've been in the businesses where we used to hype, too much hype, but very little results. To see how many mothers here are actually living off of what they can get in this business, because this business really actually work. Look at Pastor McKenna. She literally is a pastor over 3 churches, but literally she looked even her own, when she was looking at her own finances and her retirement and what she was going to do for her kids, she realized even though I'm over 3 churches, I'm not making the finances enough to really take care of, you know, how many pastors in the same position where, you know, they're actually serving people, but when it comes to finances, they are not where they should be in finances. You understand? So when you have a platform like this one that can help so many pastors literally to be able to serve freely and serve even more without worrying about the finances. When you look at people like my sister here, she's almost like a doctor because she's a nurse practitioner. That's the highest you can, I guess you if it's not the highest, it's one of the highest positions you can get as a nurse. And she literally telling you, no, I thought this was the highest I can get with my income, but it's not. You actually need a real plan that can really help you out, because you can see her journey. She shared where she's done all this education, she's done all these things that she needed to do, and only to find out somebody new comes into she's not even a nurse practitioner, but the difference in pay is only $5, and yet her responsibilities were way, way, way more. I'm speaking to all these people, and I'm not even going to depth that when you look at America being the number 1 economy, and yet it has more people on the antidepressants medicine than anyone else. That should tell you something. When you look at this country that has so much advances when it comes to technology and health and all that stuff, and yet the #1 killer is nothing but what we call heart attack, literally. And you see that most of that heart attack happens on Monday morning. Why? People go into jobs they hate. So when you look at all the evidences, and then you look at what this platform, literally with its simplicity, because literally to me it's a university that will teach you how social media works, where almost everybody's on social media, how you can use internet not only just to be a user, but learn how to use internet and get paid. Literally everybody has internet. Even in the villages, people have internet now. To see that you'll have a very simple training, video-based, where even a caveman can learn how to use, because it's only video-based training, and literally you can monetize, and within a few weeks you can actually have an actual business with an actual website. Not only do you have a website in place for you to do your business, but bigger than that, you'll have the engine that makes it work, the tools, because most people don't understand, for you to run an actual business online, you need a lot of softwares that is going to make it possible for you to say that you're only needing to do 90% of the work is done by the literally to have a platform that provides for that software and you're not paying for it. My network. Can you hear me now? Network, come back. Can you hear me? Okay, so now you can hear. The network had me. So, okay, so now to say, the last point was to say that, because network is trying to tell me, hey, take a break a little bit, take a breather. Here is where I'm saying that to find a platform that is going to provide not only a website for you, build it for you from scratch, with your name on it, with your picture on it, and be a professional website, and give you the tools, the funnel that makes it work, all the engine, you have it. The only variable will be for you to plug into a system like that. And literally, they've already prepared a market for you. You coming in just to understand, your willingness to learn and plug in, plug and play. And literally, at the end, you're getting paid for that. It's an amazing thing that I'll tell anybody. I tell them, I like how Pastor McKenna said the process. Maybe she left out one very important piece that I'm going to add to what you're saying. Yes, you come in, the webinar is free. If you like what you see with the webinar, they ask you to pay $150 to give you access to more information so you can understand it deep in and out. And they also give you money guaranteed, meaning they give you 30 days to check it out. If it's not your fit, they return the $150, no questions asked. I've never seen nothing like that before. So you have no risk whatsoever for you not to check on a business that is the business of the 21st century, that actually is changing people's lives, that you have no reason to be sitting on a fence and not take a step, at least to verify if it's the right fit for you and you being the right fit for it. Instead of just sitting there and looking and not saying and not knowing this could pass you, and it could be maybe the biggest thing that passed you because you did not take a step. So with that being said, I'll turn it back to you, our wonderful host.
Thank you. Yeah, we have come to today's ending of the program. So we will be here tomorrow morning by 10 a.m. So I will just round it up and tell you guys, every day we come here to talk. Today, we are not going to talk too much. What we will tell you guys, anybody that resonates with you is in front of you here. Check out our website. There's a little box beside it. You put your name, your email, then you tick it and watch the free webinar. Then if you like what you see in the webinar, then you go ahead and do the necessary. Take action. Don't wait again. And because we say the taste of the pudding is in the eating, you have to come inside and eat. So you see how sweet and how tasty it is. So we are done for today. We say from Atlanta studio and every other studio, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.